This is Motorhead Garage presented by DragonFireTools.com. Hello there. We are hanging out with Guy Olson from PFS, Performance Fuel Specialist. Guy, last time you were here, you were talking about things we can do every day to maintain our fuel system and keep things running well. What's some advice you can give folks?
Well, you know, we've been talking about our additives, gas and diesel, but one of the things that an additive can't do is replace good maintenance, good fuel, or plain old common sense, right? But we also want to help you understand the issues. That's our main goal. My goal isn't just to sell you something. I want to educate you, teach you so you can make good decisions on your own.
Last time you were here, you were talking about anti-gel products and you were talking about fuel blends when it comes to diesel.
Yeah.
So what about the emergency products out there when your engine gels up and you are in trouble?
So we're firm believers in being proactive, right? Treat your fuel, treat it the way we recommend. Follow our guidelines. You can get it online, our when to blend guidelines. You won't need an emergency use product. That's the goal. But one of the common misconceptions with emergency use products is that if it degels and de-ices, it must be a great anti-gel, and there's nothing could be farther from the truth. First off, these are emergency use products only, right? Well, why are they only emergency? Well, first off, because they're generally really caustic, really hard on your equipment. And just because they degel doesn't mean they're an anti-gel. As a matter of fact, they're not an anti-gel. So don't be thinking about using these all the time. We don't have one simply because if you follow our guidelines, you're not going to need it.
What about filter and line icing? Alcohol, is that a solution to that?
Well, your manufacturers do not want any alcohol in your fuels. None of our additives have the alcohol themselves. Our goal is to keep it clean. We talked in our summer segment about using an additive every time, removing the water a little at a time. So when winter gets here, we don't have any icing because we've removed the water ahead of time.
On your PFS bottle, it says complete formula. What does that mean?
That means we're covering all the areas of fuel that you really need to be covered, whether it's stability, using the antioxidants, lubricity, which is about 25% increase, taking care of the injectors, the combustion chambers, the soot levels, the DPF unit, keeping that clean. Our summer additive, Power Plus, is the same as our winter. We've just added the anti-gel to it. So you're getting the complete formula in all of the products. You don't always know the problem you have. You can't look at your fuel and say, this is the problem I have. So we treat all of them.
So do you recommend using both products?
No. The summer product, the Power Plus, only for summer, and the Arctic Extreme only for the winter.
That makes a lot of sense. Of course, everybody can use this in their vehicle, but you love fleets. How can they benefit from what you have at PFS?
Well, part of it, when we do our training for the fleets, we go and do about a 3.5-hour seminar where we teach them to take care of their fuel and take control of their fuel. One of the things we have is we have bulk, so you can buy in any size. You can treat your bulk tanks ahead of time. But we also have tools that can help you. One of the things is our hydrometer. We have these made for us, and it allows you to quickly and easily check the blend of a fuel before it is put into your bulk tank.
Well, do refineries actually make different fuels for winter and summer, warm weather, cold weather?
Yeah, that's a great question. So in the winter, around October 1st, they'll start making what they call a winter blend. But it's not a blend. And so in the industry, I refer to it as a formula, their winter formula or recipe. It's designed for winter use. So many people confuse winter blend with a blended fuel, and it's not. If it's a blended fuel, it'll either say it on the pump or you will manually be blending that yourself.
A lot of fleets out there, folks that own fleets, they're bidding out for the fuel. They want to go for the lowest price. Why do you discourage that?
Yeah, well, because you don't always know what you're getting, and what we've seen in the past is if you order a blend, because the cost of number one is so expensive, that if you cheat just a little bit on the blend or maybe don't give exactly what it is, you can get the lower price and get the bid. And what I say is find somebody who will take care of you, who's dedicated to you. You're not going for the cheaper price, and he's the guy you want to use. But we do recommend every time you get a load of fuel, you check that before it goes into your tank.
I tell you what, Guy has forgotten more about fuel than I will ever know. You can tap into this information. You can sign up for his newsletter, and if you do that, you're going to get free shipping on anything over $30. And you can also go to the website, find out more about the technology. Plus, you can go to YouTube and find some of our older episodes where Guy appears, and he's going to give you a whole lot of information there. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by DragonFireTools.com. In the meantime, you go check out fuelguys.com.